Welcome back, everyone. We are back live at the 2020 WCVNEA 8-Ball Championships. We're watching the Advanced Scotch Doubles Final here, guys. So this will be the last match of the night. Unless I can manage to pan one of the cameras over to watch the final of the Masters, which will be on table 3. So we'll see how far away they play. If they do play on table 3, I should be able to get a good view of it, but it looks like they're contemplating maybe playing one table over just so they're not in the way of these guys. But pretty short race here. This is first game, race of 3. And just give me a second here, guys. Let's try to get these comments loaded up. Let's try to get this tablet going. I got the Wi-Fi sign in. So make sure you guys are clicking that share button for me. This should be pretty quick, I would imagine. Race to 3. Won't be a very long final. It's just a one-set final because the tournament's just single elimination. So it'll go pretty quick. Got Teresa Berry at the table here. You have to excuse, I don't know all 4 of the players' names. I do know Teresa. She made a good shot there. Let's see if her partner can put them on the board. Guess it goes without saying that every game in a race to 3 is huge. Good shot there. 1-0. We got the CSL viewer advantage shopping spree going on this week too, guys. Make sure you get some entries in on that. We'll do the draw for that at the conclusion of play February 17th, which will be Monday. We're going to be live tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Mountain Time will be first matches. And I think we have a match at 8 o'clock. If not, then 10 o'clock for sure we'll be live. I know Grant plays at 10, but I don't play until 4. So you guys will be stuck with me for a little while tomorrow. Still, just give me a second here, guys. Try to sign into this Wi-Fi so I can follow along with your Facebook comments. We'll have the other tablet here tomorrow so we can follow along with the YouTube comments as well. Okay, looks like my Wi-Fi password worked. Just give it a second to load up here. Looks like not the most wide open break we've seen on this table, but these balls are definitely negotiable. You can break out these 2 stripes right now. The 12, which is near the top of the screen. Sorry, you guys are still looking at the viewer advantage. My apologies. Now you can see what I was talking about. She broke out the balls. Stripes do go here. I think that 12 near the top of the screen goes off the ball on the side. Nice stroke there. Now I think they can play the 14 in the top right next after this 9 ball. And then they can play the 11 in the side. Trying to get the right angle on that 12 near the top of the screen. That's what's going to be tough. Just bear with me one more second here, guys, while I get these comments loaded up on the tablet here. Okay, looks like I got it now. Late night pool, David Wilson says. Kevin, if we don't get that sent off to you tonight, we'll send it off to you first thing tomorrow morning. Anybody else who sends in for that viewer advantage, if it doesn't get sent to you right away, usually it'll take us a bit to find some time to catch up on them, but we always make sure that everyone's confirmed before we do the draw. She's going to try to draw in. No. Going to save getting on that 12 for later. This can start to be a problem. This 12 is just in a really weird spot. It looks like that Masters final has started on like table 6 or something way over there. That's going to be tough to get any coverage on. We'll see what we can do. Off the 7, off the 4, and in for sure it goes. It's just a matter of if the 1 is in the way of cutting it enough. That can be the issue now. Maybe from this angle we can tell a little bit better. When she gets out of the way of the cue ball, does she have enough to cut it without hitting the 1? That's the question here. Probably have to spin it quite a bit, if anything. Or off the rail, off the 7, off the 4. Yeah, she had enough. That's a really good shot. Really good shot there from Teresa. Made it look a lot easier than it was. She hit it with some pace to make sure they got on the 8, too. That's a great shot. He rolls in the 8, and they're up 2-0 just like that. It's so fast in this race to 3. Nice little run out from them there. A couple ads in between racks here, even though I don't think we'll have time for all of them, so I'll run through as many as I can. Maybe overlap a few. Mike Burton home team here, guys. Go check them out on their social media there. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Give them a like. Subscribe, a follow. My man Nick with Nick's Q Innovation. You guys are ever looking for some Q work? He's the man. Give him a call. Tell him Q Sports Live sent you. one more quick, just because I'm sure this match probably won't be very long, so we won't get through them all, but make sure you guys show some love to our sponsors. What is this game called, says Mike. It's called 8-Ball. This game's called 8-Ball, sometimes referred to as like bar box 8-Ball. 7-Foot's referred to as a bar box. And good evening to you too, Wayne. Thanks for tuning in all the way from New Zealand. John from Rapid City, South Dakota. Still some late night pool junkies out there. Yeah, we'll see. And I was actually kind of curious because a lot of these players are playing like first thing in the morning, like 8 a.m. matches, so I'm sure they don't want to waste any time finishing this off. Try to get some sleep before the singles starts tomorrow. Tricky little layout here. Balls don't lay nice. 12-2 is a big problem. I mean, I guess the 4 isn't in the worst spot. You could develop that from the 4, the 2 ball. You would have to hit the breakout pretty hard to get the 2 to clear the 15. First she had to make that shot, and she did really well. That's a great pot. With a good rub on the 5 too. Gave them another option. I think it's shoot the 5, shoot the 6. Like try to get straight in on the 6 and then roll forward to get on the 4 to break the 2. This is not easy from here though. We'll see if this angle gives us a slightly better idea what they're looking at when they try to shape the 4 to break the 2 next. Needs to be right there, and ideally with the cue ball not on the rail. Anytime you're playing a breakout like that, you don't want the cue ball on the rail. But it's easy to land on the rail here, the angle they need. And this is okay, just that little bounce off the rail. This looks like a pretty good angle to go into that 12-2. The only problem I see is it is a bit of a hit and hope. You do got to hit that pretty firm and just hope that 2 gets out there. Hope you get a shot on the 1 or the 2. What's up, Joshi? Certainly didn't play the bank. He did play the bank, but tried to hit it a bit harder and nudge that out. So didn't like the angle on the cut. It was maybe a little thinner than what it looked like on the camera there. Yeah, smart shot there to leave it contained. Don't want to just break them all open and make it easy for your opponent. So at least this way you make them work. Oh, you hate when they sit on the table like that, David. Yeah, isn't that a pool player pet peeve, sitting on the table? Yeah. It's like if you got a wallet in your pocket, then say goodbye to that rail. That's where you get dead rails, is from people sitting on them usually. So we'll see if they choose to play a safety at some point here. I don't think going for the run out is any good. This 9 ball maybe goes. Hopefully this side view shows us a little better. I don't think it really does, but if the 9 ball went, then you could just break that out, and then you could run out. If the 9 doesn't go, I think you need to find a good safe here, which isn't too hard to do. You can get behind those balls pretty tight. Ooh, rattled that one in. Now I think they maybe have the angle they could break out. A little bit tough from here, though. Got to make a good pot and hit this cue ball pretty firm. Didn't go for the breakout. Maybe worked out better that way. So what do you do here for solids? I think you have to, yeah, kicking at this, don't really want to make it. Unless you're going to hit at break speed and hope you break out too, but I don't think that ever works. So you kind of maybe just want to leave this around the side pocket. Actually, where he put it over there is not in a bad spot too, because you can break it out from either side now. Didn't really miss the kick by much. He hit the kick pretty good considering. Side pocket was sort of in the way of a good line there. Plays the 10 at break speed. I assume that 9 ball doesn't go. I feel like they would have shot it already, so with that assumed, she should maybe just roll behind this 11, but she's called the bank side. Well, this almost works as good as roll behind it. Nearly worked. Teresa's got to make a good choice here, and if she can't break out the balls, then put that 1 to a good spot and put that cue ball in a spot where you make the opponent do something special. I like how she's taking her time here. You do need to make a good decision. This is the time when you don't want to try anything too crazy, but she's called the 1 in the bottom right. Possibly trying to send this cue ball around off 2 rails and behind that 12-2 and break it out, but it's a tall task. I wouldn't think that's the best choice, but definitely possible. I'm trying not to talk too loud here too, guys, because it got really quiet in here. In case you guys couldn't tell, you can hear the balls dropping when they rack. This I don't mind, but you just had to be careful where you put the 1. I think it went a little too far. You'd rather it be like on the line of the 8, and it makes their safety a little tougher here. Yeah, forward 1 rail, hide behind the 10. I didn't mind that too, David. The problem being that they'll just leave you in the same spot behind the 10. And if you put the 1 too far up table, you can never see it. So I think that's got to be the shot here. Just roll on to that ball that's on the side rail there. Just leave it tied up, but you can actually sort of develop it a bit here too. Like bump it far enough that the 2 isn't in the way anymore. So when you do get back to the table, you can get out. You got other plans, shooting the 9 here. Oh, shooting the 11. Oh, don't make the 8 though. Nobody wants to see it end like that. Nobody wanted to see it end like that. Yeah, I don't think the 10's frozen, so I think you're right there, Laura. I think it was just get it in tight there. Yeah, and if you got it tight enough to the 10, that's correct. This is a smart shot. That just gave him the advantage. I think the only good play here, because I don't think she can just tie that 9 up again, and I don't think the 9 goes. You don't really have a makeable shot here. So it might just be kick into the 9 and try to leave it tied up. Don't think she could just thin it and leave it tied up. Otherwise, you might do that. This side view shows us a little better. This angled view here. She got the rest out, which tells me she's going to thin the other side of it. This is dicey. Oh, and the bank corner. She caught the bank up there, but it's so close to the ball, it's really easy to double hit this. She hit hard. I don't think she double hit it. And this is not a bad cue ball at all. That is a good place to put that cue ball. Now this 1 is makeable, but shape on the 2 is going to be tough. I think she's got to just go for it here. Play the 1 in the top left as we're looking at it. Can maybe jack up a little and sort of draw the cue ball over to the left side rail. But even that's not 100% necessary. You could just roll this in, take distance on the 2 is okay. 8's over the hole. Looks like they need to clean off the table. Yeah, I could use a wipe down. Got some extra chalk build up throughout these last couple matches. She actually hit that really good. Considering how tough that was, she hit it real good. It's a good effort there. She's left this 9, but the angle's going the wrong way. Can shoot the 9 in the side, but it brings the cue ball away from the 11. And if that 11's even just a little bit tight, that's no fun from distance. That'll work, though. Got a little closer to it. And that was also a shot, Tyler. Yeah, could have played a little top right. Went around 2 rails. That was a good shot. This is going to get them on the board. Guess I'll make it 2-1. Still anybody's match. Only raced to 3. Brings up our next sponsor here, JB Cases, guys. Go check him out online. Check him out on Facebook as well. He's got lots of cool videos there. And the Jacoby Black Shaft. If you guys haven't hit with one of these yet, come check it out. You can find me at the pool hall or find me at one of these events. test hit with it. I know who we got out there. Tyler Robertson. He switched over. He's playing with the Jacoby Black now. He loves it. He trusted what I said. I did not steer him wrong. Okay, keep practicing, Tyler. That's good. I want to at least have to work for it. Looks like he's got them racked up. Let's see if they can run out again. I think they broke and ran out the last time they broke, so this would be a nice way to finish off the tournament. Yeah, there you go. Tyler didn't test it. Tyler just took my word for it. It says you don't even need to test it. Just buy one. Chickens in the background, Scott. It's quiet in here, so like the few people that are laughing, it picks up quite a bit. But they're starting to have some fun. It's getting to be about that time. It's 10-1 here in Red Deer. Oh, that's a bad rub. That's a bad rub. Straight in. And this is ball in hand anywhere on the table to finish this match off. David Wilson with the bracket link there for you guys. It's all on CompuSport. So the only issue I see here, and it's tough to tell from this view, but the 8 ball is kind of near that side pocket on the side rail. That is going to be the trouble ball because you can shoot stripes here with relative ease, but what do you do with the 8? So I'd be trying to make a plan for that right away. Elaine, yeah, make sure you get some sleep. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you drive safe, too. And good luck tomorrow if I don't see you before you play, which I don't think I will. I can't see me being up that early if I don't absolutely have to be. Yeah, and David brings up a good point there. Chip the 8-0 for a shot. Would have been nice. That was my first thought, too, was shoot the 15, chip the 8-0 right away. Can definitely still be negotiated, probably from this shot right here. Shoot the 15 into the top corner. Sort of stun the cue ball into the 8 and break that out. Question is, what are you shooting next? So it's almost getting to the point where you got to leave it till the last shot, which you never really want to do unless you absolutely have to. Thanks, Elaine. Just going to shoot the 10 first here. Could maybe use the 13 to break that out. Like shoot the 9 next because it, I think, only goes in the top right where she's standing. So it would be wise to shoot the 9 here. And then 13, you could use the 13 to break the 8. Yeah, shoot the 13 as the key ball and run the 8 to the top corner. The window there, yeah, is super tough from the 13 to get on the 8. You might just like have to play a stop shot and like take a wicked cut, but that's not worst case scenario, I think, because The pocket's played big. I think worst case scenario would be you bank the 8. The bank and the side probably very playable. But they're just going to leave it till last. He's going to pot this 13, roll the cue ball into the 4. Hopefully the cue ball stays around the 4. Delicate little shot, though. Like, that's... I bring this up a lot in my lessons. You have to cut those balls a lot thinner than you would think. Cut-induced throw, they call it. So it'll throw quite a bit more when you're hitting that thin and that slow. Could have played it with like a bunch of right spin and hit it that same amount of cut. Threw it a little more, but it's always tough when you're trying to control that cue ball at a slow pace like that. Nonetheless, chance to get to Hill here, but gotta break the 3-7. There's one of them out. Is this gonna get there? Well, it got to the rail, but yeah, he said he was worried about the scratch, which was fair. That side pocket is huge from that angle he was on, and he couldn't do anything with the cue ball because he was shooting over the 8. She can shoot the 13 first here. Try to get an angle on the 15 where they can get underneath the 8 or bump the 8 out. But I like their chances here. She just says, I need a piece of chalk for this one. I think she had like a Taum or a Great White or something. She had a good piece of chalk there. I saw it earlier. She really only needs chalk for one shot here, because hopefully her next shot, she'll be like straight in on the 8. She won't need chalk. Just got to get decent shape here for her teammate. Shot can be easy to overhit or underhit. She's playing the side. Needs a big bounce. Yeah, I think this is okay. This angle will show us nicely what he's looking at here. Till he's ready to shoot. Go back to this so we can see the shot. Just going to be rubbing the 8 here. Overcut it. Might have got second prize. I don't know if they can see the 1 ball. 2 things happened there. He got a little lucky. If they can't see the 1, but also he left the 15 right over the side. Yeah, I was curious how much room's between the 7 and the rail too. Maybe the 8 goes off the rail off the 7 in. It's the only reason I didn't really like playing the 15 in the side is because you're nudging into the wrong half of the 8. Like as you can see, even if he had cut that ball in, they were going to be on a weird spot on the 8. Does the 8 go now? Not sure. Tough to tell from here. Or from our other angle, you can't really tell either, so. Oh, this could probably do it. If she needs to nudge the 8, she can. If not, she can maybe drop below it, like send the cue ball into the 7 here. No lights over the tables. Makes it a little tough, a little dark. as pool players, we're fairly used to it. Usually it's the player that adjusts the best that wins these events. So adjusting to the lights is just another aspect. I actually quite enjoy the challenge. I believe Morgan was referring to like year-end finals, so like league playoffs. Here it is, this 8-ball to finish it off, win the tournament. Everybody's quiet. No, that's not going to find the hole. This is not over yet. Still a little work to do here, just because when you play the 6-3, you got to watch the 6 doesn't get away from you. You want to be shooting the 6 next. And it got away from him. You could kind of manipulate the pocket a bit there, like cheat the hole and then keep the 6 near that pocket, but playing follow there was a little tough. Where's this ending up? Oh, that's not a bad result. Safety to make them jump. Yeah, how about this safety instead? Jump that. Just going to need to find a good safe here. Wonder if she could just sort of... I don't think there's any way to flick that and not scratch. And I don't think there's any way to kick it. If she could kick to that rail where she's looking at, maybe just hit it full and leave the cue ball behind the 1. That's what she's looking at here. I like that she's looking at this shot. I think this is the shot. Tough to execute, but definitely the right play. Because the 8 should block the 7. If you get it wrong. Oh, how good did she hit it? Oh, that's such a good shot. That's a really, really good shot. That's a master level shot there for sure. Yeah, what a great shot there. I love to see little kick safeties at this level of play. Is just awesome. Just dropping some knowledge. He's calling the 1. He's going to try to kick it. Got to make it. Left it a little bit tough, but I think we'll see him put this one away. Already missed one to win the match. He's probably not going to do it twice. Take a little extra second here. Yeah, he cuts it in nicely. Great match there from those 4. Congratulations to all 4 of them making it to the final. Not easy to do. Nice little win there, followed a few good shots. I mean, that kick safety, that's got to be the shot of the tournament right there. And so with that, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. I will flash up another couple quick ads for you guys, but that's going to be the last match of the night for us. I think our first stream match tomorrow will be probably 10 o'clock. Mountain Time. So make sure if you guys haven't already, click the like button on the Facebook page, subscribe on the YouTube channel. That way you get notified every time we go live. And make sure you guys get some entries in this Viewer Advantage shopping spree. We're going to be drawing this February 17th, Monday evening at the conclusion of play. So thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. From myself and everyone else at the Q Sports Live crew, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. Good night, everyone.